Hey everybody, welcome back to F140 Movies.
Hey,
As always, you can see I'm joined by my awesome co-host, Mr. Sean Bennett.
what up?
And so we did our tier lists,
Yes.
and you can see I'll pop them up right here and in the middle, and we'll discuss where we differ on this. So maybe a few arguments, few chairs thrown, maybe WWE style. You can go check out our wrestling channel
Right.
just in case you don't miss nothing on any of our content.
Check out any
So
of our
this
channels. I
is
mean, you never know. It
yeah,
might
exactly.
crossfade. I mean,
Yeah,
we're down with
exactly.
that.
I mean, like we got wrestling, movies, and video games and toys.
Yeah, I mean, that's that. There
So
you go. I
yeah,
mean, what else do
we're
you need in
doing it
life?
all. We're
Okay.
doing it all.
Down
And
with it.
please like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications
Ding ding.
so you don't miss any of this awesome content, and go subscribe to our other channels.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Oh,
we are here to discuss, in my opinion, the greatest movie villain of all time, Mr. Michael Myers and his franchise Halloween.
yes.
All right, buddy.
The OG.
So I'm looking at the tier list here.
Yep.
Now, of course, I mean, like, listen, I mean, Halloween 1, like we both said in our tier list videos, like, this is a classic.
Mhm.
It is a 10 out of 10, and in fact, my favorite horror movie of all time. And I don't know
No,
about you,
I
Miss
agree
Bennett,
with you. Whoop whoop. I'm
but
with you right there. Absolutely.
yeah, man, it's an amazing masterpiece.
The bee's knees.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, man. All right. So we can just get past that, right?
Right.
All right. So now we're going into Halloween 2. Now you actually put this in a top tier.
Yes.
And what's your reasonings for that?
Reasoning was simply as I explained. For me, it carried on. It just carried on the feeling of Halloween, the cinematography, the way it was shot, uh, um, the filmography. I mean, it just everything. It made me feel Halloween every time I watch it, along with the original. It makes me feel like Halloween.
Yeah.
So
I agree with that.
and
Yeah.
the continuality. Again, knowing that it wasn't necessarily supposed to be franchise, but seeing how they did keep it, the continuality was awesome. And I know a lot of people say, well, it stayed in the hospital the whole time. I know that's the point. That's
Yeah,
where
'cause-
we're at
yeah,
now.
where
That's
would you-
what we're
where else would you
right.
go?
It's the same
Like-
night where you've just been attacked. Yeah, you're in the hospital,
Yeah.
and this guy is still coming after you. That's the horror of it. Again, that's Michael Myers. He is not stopping. So that's
No.
why I put it there. Just the continuality. The full story for me.
And
It
I
was
love
right there.
that, man. I
Right.
really do, because I mean, I think this feels the most like John Carpenter's film.
Yes. Yes.
Like
Yep.
absolutely.
Yep.
And dude, I love Halloween 2, but I did put it down a tier.
I understand. I mean,
And,
but
like,
because
I
it's
just
the
did.
second, and it is. I mean, like I said, the knocks for that are that it stays,
Yeah.
somewhat centered. But I agree with you. The way that it was written and directed and shot, like you said, the Carpenter effect, I guess.
Yeah,
it's
it
that
really
overall
is.
eerie feeling, dude.
Yeah.
This is a scary place to be. I don't
Yeah.
want to be here.
Like he
Whole
comes out of
thing.
the shadows all the
Yeah,
time,
man.
and that kill of the nurse, like where he's
Right.
holding up.
And
Like,
if you've ever
oh,
been,
man,
and if
it's
you've ever
great.
been in a hospital or had to stay a hospital stay overnight, late at night, it is a very secluded, lonely type place because visiting hours are over at like 8:30. So
Oh,
that
yeah, especially after
it's
COVID.
It's you and maybe
Yeah.
three other nurses.
Yeah.
If that, so
Mhm.
it's a very secluded and a lonely place to be, and to know that you're being stalked and hunted by a psychopath, and
Yeah.
man, that just adds to it. So that's why it's there.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. Like again, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this movie necessarily. I said in my tier list, so, I didn't like Dick Warlock's performance as Michael necessarily as much as I did Nick Castle's.
Yeah.
But
And the mask was different too. It was a little more sleek. I
yeah,
noticed that. It
but
was a little more-
but what I read though, it was the same mask, but it didn't fit Dick Warlock's head like
Really?
it fit on Nick Castle's.
so just the way it sat, that's how
Yeah.
all it was.
Yeah,
Because it did. I mean, I remember
it was different.
Yeah,
though.
because I remember
Yeah.
it being for me something to notice and take note of and go, okay, well that's visually that's something different. So it's just
Yeah.
the way that was placed on the head. Okay.
Yeah,
Didn't
and
know
believe
that.
me, ladies and gentlemen, the mask will be a concern here. in
Yeah.
a few-
Oh yeah.
in a
This is
few.
it's a
Trust
big deal,
me.
man.
Yeah. All right. So we're going on to Halloween 3, man. And like you put this way up.
Yeah.
You put it in Snickers.
Yes.
And I was like, why?
Hey,
Because like, dude, this movie, like, I'll take the reins on this one, man.
Yeah.
Like, this movie makes no sense to me. Like, I don't get it. It's a toy maker from wherever.
he's
and
a warlock, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, it has like okay. So he makes
I know
masks that are gonna like
that does not help the argument. I understand
no,
that.
no, and
May have been
like
better
so,
if he just was a mass creator without the warlock thing. I don't
yeah,
know.
no,
You
he's
know.
a mask creator that was gonna control these kids or do something with the silver shamrock,
Yep.
and it has something to do with Stonehenge. Like, this movie is just all over the place, and like what I said in the tier list was like I think it's too weird for its own good.
I agree with that. You know what? I agree with that. I do. Too weird for its own good, a little bit ahead of its time, and cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Yeah,
So, I mean, there's plenty of variables that go into this whole this film. Um, guys, it's 80s, man. That's
yeah, it's true.
we know what's up,
Guys in suits,
right?
walking around randomly.
Yeah, man. So
Like,
I
yeah,
for me,
yeah,
I think for me, it's more of a nostalgia thing. I've always said that the cover of Halloween 3 just always sticks with me. You've got the kids, on the hillside, and it's like dusk, and you got like the orange background and the whole face coming down. It just the whole thing, the setting again. I'm a big setting guy when it comes to movies. I like for movies to really kind of to pull me in atmospherically, I guess.
sure, yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so that was the first thing. It pulled me in. I thought that's really cool. You're right. I mean, granted, the first time I saw it, I'm used to Michael Myers and Halloween. That's what's building me up to this. I'm ready to go. And then you're right. It made no sense at all. I had no continuation, and because I think they were going for the anthology thing. That
Yeah,
was kind
yeah,
of what
yeah. That's
Halloween.
what John Carpenter
Yeah,
wanted.
Halloween was not a franchise per se, but more of an anthology. That was the idea, different stories revolving around the Halloween season. Which actually, we got a movie in the 21st century, Trick or Treat. Not the
Yeah,
one about the rocker in the '86, but the one that
yeah,
was
yeah.
it was an
The
anthology of different tales, which
the
was great.
Jack o' Lantern Head or
Yeah,
whatever the
yeah.
hell his name.
Sam Hain. Sam Hain. He was the little boy with the little jack o' lantern.
Sackhead.
Sackhead.
Yeah, there we go.
But he was basically Sam Hain, which is Halloween. That
Oh
type
yeah.
thing. But that I think that was a better representation completely of of a Halloween anthology than what maybe they were trying to go for here. But again, what sold me on this was watching it for the first time, even though no Michael Myers, no backstory, no continuality, but still when that mask, not only with the lady in the bed and the laser shot her face off, but then when the mask attacks the kid,
Yeah.
and the worms and the snakes, that was it. I was like, this is horror. This is horror to me. I mean,
Oh yeah, it's
it
brilliantly
scared me.
shot. I mean, the director Timothy Wallace did a
Yeah.
great job on this one.
And then the whole countdown, 3 more days to Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. I mean that
Oh
whole,
yeah.
I mean that song, it sticks with me. And then they even paid homage to this one in the later reboots. Danny McBride, his whole thing and involved.
No, and Halloween Kills.
Right. So
Yeah.
they had the masks as part of placed on some of the victims.
Yeah, and the beginning credits of Ends with blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
So again, this is a thing that for me, the reason it is more nostalgia than actually quality, simply because just being a kid and loving Halloween, and this was just a good Halloween. It made me feel Halloweenish.
All right.
So there you go.
That's cool. I put it up above a tier, but just because it was original.
Yeah.
I'll give him credit on that.
Yeah.
And John Carpenter's music's great in here.
Right.
Even though I don't like the Silver Shamrock theme. Like
Right.
that thing is absolutely annoying.
Now, was this one? If
But-
I'm not mistaken, is this one the where they amped up the theme with a little bit of synth? It's got a little bit more. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good call.
I'm just not a lover of this movie. It's just not my cup of tea.
No.
All right, so we're going on after the box office disaster that
Yes.
Halloween 3 was.
Yes.
They came to their senses and brought Michael Myers back. Now, okay, this one, if I had to choose, honestly, one movie to drop down, it'd probably be this one. It'd be Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. We got Danielle Harris here, who's doing 110%. She's
Legend.
great.
Legend.
And Donald Pleasance is back.
Yep.
And one of my favorite scenes is him getting picked up by the priest. And they talk about the end
Oh, yeah.
times, and they share a shot of whiskey.
Yes,
and
yeah.
like, oh man,
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things to like about this movie, but at the end of the day, I think this is where we get into. It's more about how much gore we can put in and how much the kills matter instead of the story.
I can see that.
And that's why I would put it down a notch.
I can see that. I think again, when we're talking about as far as like moving in between, I think we have to remember though, it's what 88. 1988.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we're trying to reintroduce this whole storyline.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're right. Halloween 3 was what, 83, 84?
It was somewhere,
So about
somewhere
five.
around
So
there.
5
Yeah.
years. We have a 5 year gap, and I think that 5 year gap was producers and directors going, "What the hell do we do? This doesn't work. We got to bring this back in." And you didn't have John Carpenter involved, so we've got to get everything kind of back in the wheelhouse here and kind
Yeah.
of get everything reacclimated. A little bit too much, too fast. I can understand that.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
what you're
Yeah.
saying, right? It's
Yeah,
just kind of
pretty
like it's like
much.
once you start watching, it's like here we are Halloween, and I mean
Yeah.
it does hit you. And
Yeah, and
I can
like,
see where you can
we
sense
get that start of the Thorn thing
Yeah.
and like the psychic connection
Yeah.
between Jamie and Michael.
Yeah,
And I'm like, it's never really explained. It definitely ain't explained in the sequels.
no, and
But I don't know, man. I still love though Ellie Cornell's performance as Rachel.
yeah, yes,
Like
yes.
she is one of the most underrated final
Yeah.
girls of all time. She is fantastic in this film.
I agree. A very, very strong performance. Held her own. Even in the moments of distress, still, she was a formidable final girl in that sense.
Oh, yeah.
I agree with
Yeah.
you on that. And that's what I'm saying, man. I think this movie in itself was, you just got to give it a little bit of grace. That's my opinion because
Okay.
they're trying
Yeah.
they're trying to get this thing
Yeah,
back
'cause-
in line. But you're right, because what happens is you're right. We start getting that little inkling of the psychic and the whole connection, and it starts to go a little bit.
Yeah, it starts to get away from
Yeah.
Michael, and it starts to get away from the point.
I did enjoy though the fact of when they were in the hardware store picking out the costume.
Yeah,
That was really cool. They had the clown costume, same kind of thing that Michael wore in the original, right? And then the mask, and you have the flashbacks, and she sees herself as Michael. So you're starting to get that connection. But again, the nostalgia of me being in an old school drugstore in the '80s, getting your Halloween costume. Again, guys, I'm a sucker for this stuff. I loved it. I loved it. But I can definitely see where you're coming from. It was gratuitous in a lot of things. Just kind of
yeah, because I mean, like the kill with the shotgun. I
Yeah.
mean, like he didn't even shoot her; he just put it through her.
yeah.
I'm like, that's a Friday the
Yeah,
13th kill.
Yes, that's a
Like-
very good point because I mean, yeah, right there. That's right there.
That's not
Prime
Halloween
example.
to
No.
me. In Halloween 4, even though I know you hate the CGI mask and H2O, this is the worst mask in the
Yeah,
franchise.
yeah.
Period. I don't care what anybody says. The mask on the box art looks better than this shit.
Yeah, okay.
I said that in the tier
all
list.
You're right.
And like, I know
Yeah.
it's a still shot from
But it
like
is.
the original
You're-
films.
yeah.
But like, dude,
That's a bait and switch.
ugh, this mask looks fucking terrible.
That's a bait and switch.
It's
yeah,
just so bad. It's like if you bought a little candle of him from Target and you left it on for 3 days. This is what this mask looks like. It's bad. It's just freaking terrible.
We said we'd be discussing the masks, so here we are. You're absolutely right. This is the one where it's like, oh man.
Yeah, this is where we're going downhill.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know.
But yeah, all right, man. I'll digress. We'll move on to Halloween 5.
All right, here we go.
And this was one that made my bottom of the tier list.
Yeah.
This was the one that was Where's My Beer?
Yeah.
Because I mean, honestly, dude, I just think this movie overall, even though Danielle Harris and Donald Pleasance are given 110% again, it's just boring.
Yeah.
And you kill off Rachel in the first like 10 minutes, who's
One
one part of part 4 that I like.
One of the more controversial choices, I think, in the movie is to definitely kill her within the first 2 minutes. And because, again, after this, it's a runaway train into all this craziness we're going into with the whole Thorn and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that I agree with you. This one right here, I didn't put it, I didn't necessarily put it all the way down, but it's their candy
I know.
corn.
Yeah, you're a candy corn.
And
Yeah.
I think it's simply because I'm be honest with you, I'm holding on to all hope, right?
Yeah, you're trying.
I'm trying, man. I love.
You love Michael Myers.
I do, man. It's I'm a fanboy, and I can't help it. And so, you get further into connection with him and his niece, and you got the psychic connection, and you got the mask coming off, and the tear, and all the stuff going down, and man, then we just go into crazy land, and it loses me for about the next 3 or 4 movies. But that's okay. I'm
Yeah.
still with us. I'm still there.
Yeah,
I'm
you ain't
still
kidding.
hold strong. But Yeah. This one just
And also we get the character of Tina, and that's just no, hell no on every front
it's
imaginable.
it is the beginning of the cash grab with this franchise.
Oh yeah, because it was made under a year.
Yeah, we're
I mean,
starting to really just kind of okay, how much can we not spend, but how much can we make? You're right there. So less money to spend into it, put into it production wise, promotion wise, and
Yeah.
just spit it out. It's
They, I
Halloween.
mean, they
there it is.
shot this one out,
Yeah.
man. I mean, it came out in less than a year of Halloween 4.
It was in video stores. Oh, I think it was less than 3 months
yeah,
because I remember it being out in theaters, and then all of a sudden it's on the video store shelf, and I'm like, what? That's how I was able to see it because Mama wouldn't let me go to watch horror movies and pay for them by no means. So I had to wait until I had to pay $2.50 and sneak them.
even though you went to go see Friday the 13th Part 3. But
See, that's what's so ironic. My entire life, I've been a
when
horror
you're
fan.
like, what, 5?
Yeah, and my mom. Well, I mean, yeah. So I'm like, you exposed me to this, and I got an older sister, and I'm watching Last House on the Left at 6,
Oh, Lord.
and that's crazy.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that I literally I would have to sometimes hide my horror fetish, and I'm thinking to myself, it's your fault. I don't understand why I have to be so secretive here. But
Yeah.
but then again, I understand because my mom was she was a mom. Like even though I didn't think she was paying attention, she was paying attention, and there were some things that were going on in this movie. She's like, look away. I mean, she wouldn't tell me to turn it off.
Sure.
She'd just be like, look away. I mean, that's the way my mom was, and I
Yeah.
respect her for that.
That's cool.
Because
Yeah.
she knew I was into the whole whatever made me weird enough to dig this stuff, but at the same time when it came to anything like promiscuity or anything, it was so crazy. It's like you don't mind me watching someone get slaughtered, but by God, do not look at that sex scene. Okay. Hey man,
Hey, man, yeah, you just can't do it, man.
it's what it is. But I
Yeah, rules of the house.
rules of the house. But I got to watch all these movies in full. But yeah, enjoy. I again the Halloween best franchise ever. Unfortunately, yeah, we're starting to go off the rails on this one.
Oh, yeah,
So-
and that brings us to Part 6.
Yep.
Curse of Michael Myers.
Here we go.
Holy shit. God. This movie is just awful.
How much do we actually have to talk about this one, by the way? Because this is we both are just kind of
Yeah,
like
this is bad.
Yeah.
And like in the tier list, I brought up the producer's cut.
Mhm.
And I was saying that, it doesn't matter which cut you see.
No, this is
It's just as much as incomprehensible bullshit as you will see in the theatrical cut.
yes.
Because, dude, Michael is Uncle Baby Daddy in the producer's cut.
That was it for me. I mean, I was done with that one from the beginning. That was it.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
And he gets stopped by rocks.
Yep.
A formation of rocks. The killing machine that is Michael Myers. The best movie horror character of all time, in my opinion, gets stopped by rocks.
Yeah. Well, this is again
And Paul Rudd.
Yes, you have officially jumped the shark.
Yeah.
You have lost your focus. You've gone so far off the tracks from your your core material that's why we're at where we're at with it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see how he took such a perfect story in the sense of just a monster. It's just born that way, people.
Yeah, he's
Sometimes
just
they're
evil.
that's just it, man. Everybody's has a chance for redemption.
Yeah.
Sometimes not.
Not Michael.
Not Michael Myers. And this is one of those cats that the way he was wrote and the way that he was portrayed, he is the ultimate evil. I mean, the source of Michael Myers is just that. The story is, if you watch the original film, this was a blue-collar working family, no problems, living in Illinois, right? Everything's good, and just they have a troubled, damaged child who, that's it. He's just a monster, right? That's it. There's no motivation. It's just how it is. I think that's the ultimate horror of human nature. There's
Yeah.
no
'Cause
explanation.
he's the guy next door.
Yeah, you can't.
Like,
It's
he's-
just
you can't
right.
help it. Yeah.
Okay, so to try to, like you said, to try to build on these things and make it more supernatural. Hell, that's supernatural to me in itself, and the fact that that a human being just has that much darkness and evil inside of them.
Yeah.
You don't need any more elements. There it is. But
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
there's really nothing else to explain about
but
Michael.
this is where we were at. This what 89?
Yeah, but now we have a cult.
Now we got a cult, and we've
and
got
like
this.
they're telling him what to do.
Yeah, and
a character that didn't even really make appearance.
And it was planned.
hardly.
It was planned. Don't get me wrong now. All right. Now, so now we have a little bit of a tie into maybe that miraculous conception type thing on the dark side because he was planned. He was chosen. The family was chosen according to the lore, and he was born. He was based on this, that, and the other. Da, 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 da. That's almost like the dark side of the, the Messiah type thing. You know what I'm saying? So we're going way off the deep end here, y'all.
Yeah, we are.
So that's where we're at. We're 5, and that's why I'm like, you know what? I'll watch it one time. I'm good. Got it. Don't need it anymore. Next.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So
next up, man, H2O. We finally get a great Halloween movie again.
Finally. Took a minute.
Yeah,
and some negotiation financial wise, but
oh yeah, definitely. Especially get Jamie Lee back.
That's right.
Because I mean, I'm sure she watched Halloween 6. I was like, no, man, this movie is so good.
Yep.
I love this movie. We both put it in high tiers. You know, I didn't put it up in the top one, but you put it in candy corn.
Yeah. Well, the thing for me is that the reason I did is simply because, again, it's not that I dislike the movie. It caught me off guard, I'll admit, bringing the whole Jamie Lee Curtis back in. Because I didn't understand what we were trying to do or where it was going because of what
the
we had.
retcon effect? Or
Yeah. Because
like
we had
not doing 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, exactly.
As far as the story.
Yeah, so just kind of jumping back in, and I'm going, because I'm at that age to where I understand and I'm following it, but at the same time I'm like, damn, dude. We scrapped that entire first franchise in the sense, and we're just going to start over, okay? And that's cool.
Yeah, from part 2.
Right.
Yeah.
Now we did it again, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah.
So that's where it kind of caught me off guard. Was like I don't know. I think when I was watching it, I was so disappointed and really maybe heartbroken. Can I be heartbroken about a horror?
Yeah,
franchise.
Of course.
Yeah, I think it was.
I think the next one broke my heart.
Okay, so there you go. So it wasn't like I hated the movie. I just think coming back in like that and then just taking everything going and like no ties whatsoever. Like, wait a minute, your character died in this. You were already dead in the car crash. What's going on here? What are you now? You got a son? We even talking about the daughter. There's so many things that were not connected. So I didn't give it the props that necessarily it maybe deserved. Not that I disliked the film. It just didn't connect.
Yeah, I can see that, man.
Yeah, being a fan that I am.
Yeah, and like this one holds a lot of nostalgia for me because it was the first Halloween film I got to see in theaters.
Okay.
And I was so excited because obviously Jamie Lee's back, like we just stated. I got to see Michael Myers on the big screen.
That in itself,
the music,
is iconic.
everything.
Yep.
Like I was enamored.
Yep.
By all of this. I love the story because I think. Like in this one, Jamie Lee puts on a better performance here as Laurie, in my opinion, than she does in the David Gordon Green trilogy.
Really?
Because, I think it's more realistic. It's a more realistic view of what a normal person who went through these tragedies and went through this horrific ordeal on Halloween night,
right?
Would turn out to be.
I got you. Okay.
She's a manic depressant.
Yep.
She's sheltered her kid. And in a lot of ways, crazy. But, how could you not be, though?
I agree, but I think now that you said it, I think that's kind of what threw me off in that sense. I don't know. I was maybe looking at her in that. Not you said that, looking at her there. That's an honest portrayal of someone going through that.
I think so too.
It is a very true portrayal of PTSD.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I guess this is coming from the movie standpoint of where I'm trying to go. Okay, well, yeah, that's I can appreciate the realism in that, but I really dig the whole Laurie Strode kicking ass. I dig that.
She graduated to that gradually in the film.
Okay,
and I love that. It's like she had to face down this thing that's tortured her for so many years.
Right, because
she knew that his body was never found after part 2. Yeah, no, I love how Michael found her too.
Yeah,
I love that aspect of it. He went to the nurse that was looking over Dr. Loomis, and also pulled out all the files and everything and found out where Laurie was because that's who he wanted to kill.
Right. Again, going back and that's a plus right there for me is again a monster on a mission, and that mission is to destroy whatever target he has in mind.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the beauty of this character. We've talked about it so many times and to the point of where we just defend it because that's it. He does not talk. He has no lines. He has no monologue. He has no backstory. He has nothing that's going to make you laugh. He's not Jason. He's not out for revenge. He's not out. This is just a human being. This is a predator, a monster, a destroyer.
Yeah,
and once he
apex
has his target,
predator. Yeah.
that's it. And that's what makes, in my mind, and I think you as well, him the ultimate horror film villain because of that. There is nothing other than he just wants to destroy.
And also the best ending in franchise history.
Well,
to
you,
me.
you're the one that actually, motivated me to go back and rewatch the film. And so rewatching the film from that perspective of kind of where I'm at now, I can totally understand and agree with where your standpoints are, on this film. For me, like I said, she's back. Oh, here we go. Oh, got the story again. But I said, wait a minute, I had like 3 films that made no fucking sense, but now we gotta. Okay, all right, let's do it. Let's go. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah. That's yeah.
Where's the Colt?
Yeah, I mean, actually, we've already got this far in. Damn it, I've already got my robe and my tattoo. What's going on?
I know.
Right. It's like showing up to the party and just nobody else is there.
So that brings us to this piece of shit.
Okay.
Halloween Resurrection.
Okay.
Like, this is the absolute worst Halloween film ever.
You
because
guys
it's,
suck.
It's just absolutely insulting.
It is.
To any Halloween fan,
Mm-hmm.
it is just insulting. Period. Like, I don't care. Like, Buster Rhymes telling Michael Myers what to do, and then Michael walks away. You don't tell Michael Myers what to do.
And especially Buster Rhymes.
Yeah.
Don't tell Michael Myers what to do. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
and I said this in the tier list, too.
Yeah.
Like, Buster Rhymes, you're a rap legend,
Mm-hmm.
man. You are a fantastic musician.
I can't
But,
do it,
yeah. But, stay the hell out of my damn horror
Yes,
movies.
please.
Like,
Please.
God, and you know what's even crazier is that, like, the lines he was written to speak,
Mm-hmm.
he rewrote all of them.
That makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah,
Totally.
the trick or treat motherfucker, like, and then he fights Michael Myers in karate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the hell are we doing? And then I didn't like the whole reality show aspect of it. Like,
What year did this come out?
oh God, I don't
like
know. I was in
90
high school.
99?
No, it was later than that. I think it was probably 2002.
Right, because
somewhere
H2O.
there.
Okay. Well, there was a definitely an upswing of marijuana and meth going around the country at the time. So people probably just kind of got either on their own track and didn't know what the hell they were doing, or just said screw it, we don't care, and wrote this piece of crap.
Yeah, it's just bad.
And
You're talking about cash grabs earlier,
Dude.
and like, dude, you kill off one of the most legendary final girls of all time in the first 10
Again,
minutes.
why are we doing?
Like-
That's what is this? What is that thought process?
And like, I know poor Jamie Lee, she was contractually obligated to do this.
Yep.
She thought that H2O was going to be done.
Yep.
It was a one and done, but they signed her to a 2-movie deal.
Yep.
Oh my God, I feel so bad for her because I mean, how legendary of an actress she is.
Like with this film, as we've gotten into a lot of films, and man, that's what happens when you have too many hands in the pot. You got too many people with too many ideas writing this damn script and this story,
Yeah.
instead of just having like 1 or 2 that truly understand the essence of what we're writing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it was. It's almost like today when you hear a hit song. This person did not write that song. You have 5 to 6 other people with all
it's
these ideas.
ghostwriters.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think when that happens is, of course, you have no chemistry per se. You're just throwing in lines. Hey, here's a scene. Here's a scene. Here's a scene. Here's a scene. That's kind of what it would,
Yeah.
And we'll take this and put it together, and here's a movie.
And like what's crazier too is that, like, dude, Rick Rosenthal directed this. He
Yep.
directed Halloween 2.
But we're talking about in the 2000s. I think what happened again, man, it is the nature of the beast, and that's why even though a lot of people may not be necessarily thrilled about the later reboots or reiterations of Halloween, they stay true. And I think right now on these films is, at the time, man, it was just money, man. It's just money.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to make a living. I
Yeah.
mean, they didn't really care what the hell went out there, obviously.
Yeah, of course, especially with this.
They just
film.
got paid.
This film is just atrocious.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not to crap on it, but it is truly that
And,
bad.
like, and I know I've said some things about 6, but like, dude, I can probably watch 6 over this
Yeah.
because, like I said, it's just insulting.
I mean, it
as
is
a Halloween
Yeah.
fan,
Yeah, and I appreciate,
especially
yeah.
a Michael Myers fan.
Yeah, and it's not trying to get too deep on these things, but truly, I mean, anybody that's of age and has watched enough films and is, like, and truly enjoys films, you can't help but feel that way. Feel like,
Yeah.
damn, dude, I'm not an idiot. I mean, could you maybe have given me a little bit, more
Yeah.
substance credit,
Yeah.
something to build off of here? Yeah.